What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode
43.
43 of The Hard Stuff with Bailey and Caleb. 43, that makes it my pick.
It does. What do you got for us today?
I think we got a treat.
I disagree.
We've got Knob Creek Smoked Maple Kentucky Bourbon. Beautiful bottle. Really
It does
nice
look good.
looking.
It looks very official.
90 proof, so 45% alcohol. 750 milliliters, so 3 cups, 45%. I think it cost me $60, like just total.
So what do we classify this now? Is this like middle run for our pricing?
I think so.
Like 40 and
we're gonna
down
have
is
a
low.
problem. Yeah, I think.
Anything over 80, 90 is high.
Yeah, I think we're like 0 to 40, 40 to 75, and then like 80 plus, right?
I think so. I think when you get to 85 plus, you think about spending that much money on a bottle.
Yeah. I debated it today, but there was no good rise in that price range today. So we went bourbon and we went middle of the road.
Fair enough. I'm the one that
that smells good. That's maple, brother. That's like Aunt Jemima's syrup.
Oh, wow, that is.
Yeah. Oh, let me get some of this.
That's very potent. Just remember, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. And consumption of alcohol beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery and may cause health problems. I disagree with the last one.
Please drink responsibly. There's
Yes.
your disclaimer. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
It's all right.
Thank you. Poured it all over my hand. I love that. God, that's awesome.
You normally do it to yourself.
I've got to watch the shirt today.
Okay. It smells worse in an open glass.
It's weird.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not really what I was expecting from the smell.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, right? I'm kind of getting like a spicy brown sugar kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Right? That's nice.
I'm not going to lie. This is going to
This is
sound
a shot.
awesome. But as a shift worker, if you get off your night shift to a pancake breakfast and decided to have this with it.
Oh, yeah. This is like a 5:30 fucking 4-ounce glass of whiskey in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you are going to be that guy that needs to wake up and enjoy it with breakfast, it would probably go really well.
This is a camp whiskey, I think. Or bourbon, sorry.
Yep.
This is a camping bourbon.
That's delicious, actually.
I'm not even going to add anything to it. I'm leaving it.
I'm going to finish this one and then add. I don't think I've gone without trying it, so I'm not going to start now.
That's fair. So Knob Creek Smoked Maple. What are you giving it?
That gets a 9 for me as far as
Bourbons go.
yeah.
What have we had for
I'm
bourbon?
going to fuck that up.
We've had Bullet.
Yep.
We've had there we go. Nice Windows update. Sick. Bullet. I think we've done the Kentucky Turkey something. Right? We had a turkey one,
Yes.
and maybe one other one. I'm starting to lose track.
I know it's fucking hard to keep track of it.
You're at a 9 though, eh? I think you're spot on. Like this is the best bourbon we've had on the show so far.
Yes. And I don't know, I think I'm infamous for saying it on here that I get a kick after or a burn, but this stays pretty smooth the whole way through.
Yeah. Yeah, it does a lot actually. It's really nice. So there you go. If you are
That would be really good, like really chilled too. That should be in the freezer to me. It's getting really cold on my ice now, and it's just getting better.
Yeah, it is getting a lot better. So there you go. If you are getting into bourbons, this is one to pick up. Maybe not as like your first try it out, because it is kind of a weird flavor with the maple.
Yeah, I agree with that. If
But-
you like brown sugar, though, go for it.
Yeah, if you got a sweet tooth and you already kind of know you're getting into bourbon, grab this bottle.
Yes.
Okay, good enough. Good pick.
What are we starting in on today?
You want to go hot and heavy right off the rip today?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you do. September 22nd, the day of the recording, 10:45 p.m. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 open beta has been released as of this morning.
Yes. 10 a.m. this morning, it came out.
10 a.m. this morning. You played it, right? You were texting me earlier today. You played a little
I
bit.
was in my chair at 10 to 10.
Good for you. Some of us had to work today. I got, I think, 8 games in after work before this.
Okay.
So I played a little bit.
I'm probably around there. Same thing.
Yeah, right?
I had shit to do
about
today.
2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds
I think I'm level 10.
I think I'm right around there, too.
So around the same time, man.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel?
I can guess how you feel. I already have a little tidbit.
Yeah. We talked a little off record earlier, but
And you knew I did as well. I'm enjoying it so far. I have issues with it, and I don't want to make a final judgment until I'm done this beta. And as far as what you're going to say next,
okay.
remember that it's still a beta.
Yeah, it is a beta. You're right. Sure plays like a beta.
It does a little bit.
Sure fucking does. What do you like about it so far? Let's start on some positives.
I love the biggest thing for me running everything on high graphics because I really wanted to test that for this, and I get it's a beta. I haven't read it from their official site, but lots of people have been saying that it's coming out a little underwhelming on their engine. Like we could potentially see a bit more of a trim finished product when it comes out graphically.
I'm sure we'll see it a lot more in the campaign too.
And especially, which we'll get to later with the new gen coming out for graphic cards.
Yeah.
But
DLSS
so
3.
the thing that I liked the most today out of all the games I played, and it just caught me, was gun detail.
Interesting.
Loved it.
Yeah. It is good.
Yeah. And just catching all the little tidbits. You see on TikTok, they're picking apart little pieces of it with loaded, unloaded mag, stuff like that. It's just, it actually popped for me today, running around and looking at it, like your teammates, what you're doing, the guns and the clarity and seeing the separation and all the attachments. It just really hit home for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the guns did look really good. Graphically, I think you're right. It doesn't feel finished. It feels like it could be finished, but I feel like they got more to go.
I agree. That's where I think it ties in to what I told you earlier today, is that it feels like a cross of Warzone.
Yeah.
Which I feel always had that step under on graphics.
Yeah, Warzone did always look worse than Cold War or
MW, any of them.
Yeah. It always looked a little worse.
Yeah.
And
I think you're getting
that's
that
where
feel
that's
for
where
it.
we're at right now.
I want your take on this. Sorry.
The game fucking sucks, is my take. Sorry, is that what you wanted?
Well, no, I wanted, because the way I describe it, doesn't matter if you enjoy it or not. Like, for me, the feel hit like Cold War meets Warzone.
I could kind of get that, but I also got very, like, when Black Ops 1 first came out,
Yeah.
and they tried to fix everything that was wrong in Modern Warfare 2, that's the vibe I'm getting from this fucking game.
Fair enough.
Let's talk. I'm gonna pick this game apart.
Okay.
Let's talk maps right now. We only got 4 or 5,
Something like that.
at least in the 6v6s.
I think I've only played 3 or 4 of them.
I think I've only played 3 or 4 as well, so maybe we only have 4.
Yeah.
They're crowded.
There's one I really don't. I'm not in it enough to know the names. There's one I really, really don't like.
They're crowded. Oh! Anytime you type a number, we're gonna get a different one.
Oh, right.
That's okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Map list.
I need it with pictures. That'll help me see.
Farm. Okay, haven't played that one. So we got Farm 18, Mercado, Los Alamos. So I've played that one. Museum. I've played that one. Hotel. I've played that one.
Haven't played Seraph Bay.
Have not played that one.
Looks small. Maybe a different game type.
I haven't
Sad.
played that one either.
Okay, so there's 2 we haven't played.
Okay, so there's 6 total, it looks like.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. Okay. So 6 total. I think we've both played 3. Was kind of the verdict there. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. They're fucking crowded. Right?
Yes, I very much dislike this map.
Yeah.
Los Alamos.
Bring this up on the screen, will you? I think it's number 4 or 1. There it is.
This map.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's the worst layout I've ever seen.
I spent most of my day today playing Dom.
Me too.
And This one just gave so much to campers, so much crap angles. Like, I really don't know what else to say about it. I didn't like it. In all the games today, you could pick apart like where lots of people were camping. I only played, well, I think it's only out normal core.
Yeah.
Like, you get your kill cams, you get your teams and stuff, but it was just like camp, camp, camp. And that map, every fucking time had the same one.
Yeah. No matter what lobby you were in, it was always the same spots people were in.
Yes.
Okay.
Hate seeing that out of a new gen map.
Yeah. I feel like map design was just kind of, it was to promote moving around.
Well, and I think it's been said, because even if, I don't know if you read it, they've put out a lot of like these online walkthroughs. Like Infinity Ward is doing a lot of like online support, just literature on like what they've done, why they've done it, stuff like that.
Just talking out their ass for
pretty
15
much
minutes. Okay.
It's just a lot of filler, right? Just to pump up interest.
Yeah.
And it reads like they wanted to speed up the gameplay and stuff like that.
And it absolutely doesn't. It does the complete opposite.
I think it does, but you spend so much more time fucking around with objectives. Like, I've never seen so many full caps, random spawns and domination. Like, it sucks. That's what I noticed today.
Yeah, I did notice a lot of that.
Because I wanted to pick it apart. It felt like Call of Duty 4, the OG one, where it's like, oh, I randomly spawned behind their team. Like, that kind of stuff.
There was a lot of that.
Then when I sat down to look at it, it's like, oh, just kidding. My team capped everything. Their team capped everything. Then you have to random spawn.
Yeah, the flags do seem to rotate really quickly, like, between the two teams. And that is probably causing the spawn issues, I would guess.
Yeah.
But it's also shit design.
Yes. Like, I agree. They successfully sped it up, but at the same time, one of my biggest complaints with this one, like we'd seen from the streamers, is your livability is terrible.
And I have found the complete opposite. I don't know if I'm using the wrong gun, but the M4 that you start with, it shoots fucking marshmallows, man.
See, and I disagree.
Holy Christ.
I went on tears today. As long as you hit first, they're done.
No, incorrect. 100 times incorrect. That gun is dog shit. I seem to be just getting mowed down by MP5s pretty consistently.
There is that.
And it looks like it's going to be that kind of game based on how they restricted movement.
Mm-hmm.
I find that in this game, like, I picked 2 female operators because they're smaller, harder to see. That was kind of my thought.
Sure, yeah.
They run around like they're both about 6'8", 450. Like, the loudest fucking footsteps in the world.
Oh, actually, I want to hit on that. What did you think of the sound engine?
It's so bad.
Really?
It's so bad.
I don't like... I think it's overpowering for what you hear on yourself. Like, really bad echoey. But, like, I was sound whoring well today.
Exactly. Like, this... It's fucking Call of Duty. We're not trying to play Rainbow Six Siege. Right? Like, I'm getting sound whored from a guy up in Grandma's room, top right corner of the fucking house, and I'm trying to run down the back alley. And he's like, oh, right there. Bailey's right there. Fuck him. And I just get mowed down.
You're telling me you didn't bust around a corner and pre-fire someone today?
Constantly.
Exactly.
Which makes the game shit. It's terrible.
I disagree, though. Any other game, Valorant, CS, like, that takes advantage of that, you use it all the time. Yes, I agree the distance is a touch overkill, but, like, corners, camping objectives, I'm really excited to see this on some Search.
That's terrific on Search, sure. We're playing fucking domination on 3 of the smallest goddamn maps I've ever seen in my life. And I can hear somebody spawn at C, and I'm still trying to figure out where A is.
You're telling me you're not going to enjoy... Do you think you would enjoy the beta as it is on, like, airport, terminal?
No.
No?
No. The movement is so shit that it kind of ruined the entire game for me. Like, I'll say... I'm going to guess our viewers probably don't play as much Call of Duty as you and I.
Okay.
I think, especially when Cold War came out, you and I put a lot of fucking hours in.
Yes.
I'm going to guess a lot of the viewers either A, don't play, or B, don't play it as much as us. So if you're bad at Call of Duty, I think this is the perfect Call of Duty for you to play. It caters to the people that suck.
See, and I want to say, in a way that I agree, but this draws everything in that I said, that it feels like Warzone, because that's what I think Warzone is.
Fucking terrible. The movement's shit. Like, I'm never going to get over the movement. If that's not fixed, I will return
Yeah,
the
but
game.
that's what I mean. To me, that feels like Warzone movement.
Warzone is like, I don't know if you've ever seen, like, I'm going to use a terrible example, but Nadia play. Fucking slide canceling, spinning corners, all this shit. You can't slide cancel in this game. Your tactical sprint, you can maybe run about 4 steps, and then your guy's absolutely gassed.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't really working
The
well.
dolphin dive mechanic is a nightmare.
I have to change mine because mine's still set up. Whatever I would try and crouch or something, it would like dive me.
Yeah. Yeah, I changed mine right away because I went to go like power slide and I ended up fucking diving around a corner. I got mowed down. Nightmare. The gunplay is shit. I can't remember the last time we had a Call of Duty with this much recoil.
And I agree with that, but I'm curious if that's going to be like coming down to figuring out builds. Like kind
I
of.
fucking Googled, man. I Googled builds right away.
Did you?
Yeah, because this beta, you start with like all the attachments for the M4. I was like, oh, fuck, perfect. Best M4 build. And I got one.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
See, and I normally complain about that. My presets on sensitivity were a little off. Like I went in, fucked with all that. I really didn't mind the gunplay afterwards.
Oh, man, the gunplay, I just felt. The gunplay and the movement make this game damn near unplayable for me.
Oh, really?
I'm still going to go home and play another 6 hours of it just to like really
Hate your life.
just really nail it into my fucking head. But the gunplay and the movement suck balls.
I'll give you the movement. So far, I haven't made like a concrete decision on
Gunplay.
the gunplay.
That's fair.
What do you think of the system though, like that we talked about, the armory, like the attachment system, not having to kind of unlock everything once you have it?
I think it sucks. I think it's stupid. And I'll tell you why. Like, this is a valid reason. This is another one of those things where it's like catering to the casuals or catering to the shit players.
Mm-hmm.
In Warzone 1, you get a gun, you use that gun, you unlock the attachments for that gun. You have to use the gun to get the attachments for that gun.
Yes.
So currently, right now, I have my M4 leveled up, level 20. 20 out of 20. It's done.
Yeah, same.
So I'm going to grab any AR I unlock after this, and I'm going to have all the attachments for it. Right? That's how that's supposed to work?
I don't know if it's like that for all of them or if it's just like the 4-rail stuff. Like, I don't know if butt stocks count with that. I don't know if clips count with that. I'm pretty sure ammo doesn't.
I would hope none of it counts, to be totally honest. Like, it takes away a lot of the replayability of this game for me.
See, and I disagree because I'll keep playing. I hated farming fucking guns.
Oh, man, I love that shit. Modern Warfare 2, the original, was perfect for that.
It was, and I hated it.
And you got titles for that. Like, it felt like
yeah,
a
but
goddamn
that's
accomplishment.
what there'll be. You'll have your titles, calling cards for gun specifics. I'm sure you'll have a million fucking camouflages to unlock.
Yeah, but the point of it is, when you start with a new gun, it needs to suck. You need to have a challenge when you pick up a brand new gun that you just unlocked.
It's so short-lived, I don't think it matters.
It's short-lived.
You can't
now.
tell me that it took you more than fucking 10 games to unlock most of the stuff for any other gun. Or at least to make it good.
When, in this game?
No. Any game prior.
Of course it took more than that.
It did not.
100%.
You need like a fucking, maybe a stock, a scope, and guess what? You can make it work.
No.
Yeah.
I 100% disagree. Modern Warfare 2019, I think, was a prime example of that. That guns were shit until like level 40. Like, they were terrible. Like, a lot of the guns were damn near unusable.
I think that
And
was
this
just a
game
bad
is
part of that game.
fucking catering.
It's also, yes, I agree somewhat, but I'm hoping, like, no, I completely disagree with the leveling up with the guns. But
Yes,
I
you're
think
allowed to
it's,
do that.
I think it's definitely catering because it's a beta. Like, the game feels easy, everything about it.
Oh, 100% it's easy.
And I get to the point, like, I don't know everything I've seen. I haven't seen any fucking Xbox players. I don't know if it's out yet. Because it's just PlayStation and PC. And I've had one sweat lobby. Other than that, it's been easy. I've only lost one game.
I think we're in different skill brackets here. My first game, straight up, swear to God, first game, 48 and 27. I was like, you know what? This game feels really good. The next 7 games, I got guys somehow they're slide canceling. Somehow I'm getting absolutely
I say
dumped on.
Scump figured it out. I know you can.
Yeah, I know you can too. I'm going to go home and watch a YouTube video about it just because it pisses me off. I don't know if you remember the clip. There's a really good Modern Warfare 3 clip from FaZe Jev about getting flashed all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel in this game. I'm in these fucking lobbies, and it's like I turn a corner blind. I turn around blind. I turn this guy blind. I look up in the sky blind. The game is sweaty, man.
I'm going to put myself up on the block here because this is going to sound bad anyways. You know how I play. I can hold my own in the game, but I don't broadcast a large KD. It's just my style of play. Whatever. People can say I suck. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I probably have right now like a 2.25 KD.
Oh, man. I'm lucky if I'm like a 1 right now. Oh, dude. Like, I'm not even fucking close. I'm like consistently like 18 and 20. 19 and 25. Like, I'm a wreck.
It was just the back of my head every time today. I'm like, oh, I'm up like 7 kills.
Okay, so we're going to go home after the show. You can host the lobby. Because I'm not fucking doing it. I will host one just so you can see what the fuck I've been dealing with.
And that's something I wanted to say too, and it's too early to tell, is I'm curious if this is, because they haven't released anything. I want to know if in the future it's going to be more skill-based or if it's kind of level-based. Because everything I play right now seems level-based.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be skill-based because, as I said, after my first game, I have been the lowest rank in every single game I've played.
And it might have been just because I was playing fresh off the start.
Yeah, maybe. You were in the first couple hours.
It's just like I said, I only had one sweat lobby. I went in there and I was like, well, this is the game that I cry. Like,
yeah.
I think I ran up to like B. I'm pretty sure I got fucking no-scoped, and I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Okay, let's talk about that a little bit. Sniping is back, I think.
I haven't played it. I haven't tried it yet.
No, me either. I haven't unlocked it.
And my only experience is like that sweat lobby. 2 of their teammates were doing that, and it was like reminiscent of me wanting to smash my keyboard.
Yeah, absolutely. Sniping's back, I think. Shotguns are broken again. Like,
yes, they are.
This is classic Modern Warfare 2. Like,
really
shotguns are broken.
Noob tubes are back.
Noob tubes are back. I'm getting flashed by some big black guy named Requise. Like, everything that I wanted is back, and everything that I didn't want is also back.
Did I send you the TikTok the other day of like the old feel of like booting up MW2?
Yeah, you did. Like 2009
Yeah.
Xbox 360. Yeah.
So it did that today. Like I thought about that. We played though, and then it was the stupidest shit. I finished my first game, and in like after the kill cam, the open lobby mic, some dickhead was just screaming into his mic, and I was like, "This feels like home."
Yeah, I got a lot of that today.
Everyone was on fire in the chat.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. It's gonna feel really nostalgic, I think.
And even better, I think it was like my 3rd game of the day. Someone's fucking mic was in their fan,
Oh, that's the best.
and 2 guys on the team were not having it.
That is the best.
Couldn't mute him, just had to continue yelling at him.
That's awesome.
And he didn't say a word, but you could hear his fan.
At least he's cool.
So I think
Let's finish this up.
polishing this,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it so far. I'm going to keep playing the beta. I don't think it's not hitting it's definitely not hitting yours. Not hitting my expectations of what I want MW2 to be. But saying that, it's September 22nd. We literally have an entire month before release.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see a little bit more. And I think because of the game types that we have, the bigger map pool is going to save a lot.
For
Like if we can mix in a couple of these short ones, like I actually like Hotel.
yeah, Hotel's a good map.
And like
Yeah.
the speed seems okay, and if you get a team that's not a dick and like pushes objectives really poorly, you can make kind of a fun game out of it. So to mix these quick short maps in with potentially some of the bigger ones, I think will be like, so when you're queuing up 10 games in a row, you can enjoy it more. It's not like fast. I fucking hate this game.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's what I'm hoping.
I'm hoping for that as well, but I've got very low expectations.
Because same thing, actually. I don't know if you've noticed. These maps are so small. Like you get a decent care package or something or a kill streak, and it's just kind of wasted because it's so quick. It's so tiny. It's hard to hit shit.
I got a quad with my cruise missile earlier, so that felt pretty good. Let's wrap Modern Warfare up. first-person shooters go in the last year, what do we have to compare it to? Vanguard
Battlefield.
and Battlefield?
Better than both.
Better than both. Not what I wanted. I'll put it this way. I turned it off and I played Rocket League for an hour today.
Really?
Yep.
Fair enough. I did not.
I give this game a solid 4 out of 10 right now.
As far as the beta goes, I'm going to give it like a 6.5. It's not in 7 territory, but I'm curious to see us play tonight then, if we can like kind of tie it together and have some fun with it. Or
Maybe. I'm going to get hammered drunk no matter what. So we'll see how that goes.
drink responsibly.
Of course. Okay. Let's move on. We got just a little bit of tech. Let's do that. We got some new shit. A
little bit.
Well, we got new shit from AMD and we got new shit from Nvidia.
Okay. We're late to the party on this because it was on our list last week, which is already late.
Yeah.
And we have both dropped the ball. More me because it's my topic.
Nice.
But I don't have stats to bring to this. All I can say is that it is September. So it's technically Q3 2022 is how this all comes out. And so AMD's dropped their new line, and it's the Intel killer.
Yes, I heard that.
As they say. So as it's coming out, technically the consumer line, every bit of it is faster than the consumer line of Intel. And it's a little bit cheaper, but the main thing is the power draw is half, if not less, for performance. Because I don't know if you remember, but between Intel and between NVIDIA pushing all this big powerhouse stuff, you borderline need a 1,400 watt power supply to run any of it.
Yeah, that was kind of like their recommended was 1,200 minimum.
To run a 4090 Ti, it's recommended to have an 850 watt power supply just for your graphic card.
Okay, perfect.
Or 3090 Ti, sorry. Like this current gen.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I only have an 850 total, but okay.
That's what I mean. Like, that's what they're recommending just for that, let alone running an i9. God forbid you overclock it. Like, you need 1,200 watts.
Minimum. So, AMD says it's going to be the Intel killer this series, right? Or generation, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Hold on. I have to say this disclaimer. I hate it because since I started following tech more closely, it's the AMD Intel game. We're finally getting some outside opposition. We'll probably see late next year.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, Facebook's doing it. Google is talking about it. Samsung's talking about GPUs again. Like, potentially there's some upset to the market coming. I think I'll be impressed if I ever see a fucking Samsung graphic card going in my PC kind of idea.
Yeah.
But it's coming. But it's just like Samsung iPhone. It's like this release party. So AMD put this out in end of August. They did their big press review.
Yeah.
Intel's expected end of September through October sometime. I guarantee Intel sits in their offices like, this is what they did. We're going to up it by 10%. Good to go.
Yep.
100%. When I guarantee sitting in your back pocket, you could do so much more.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. But like you said, they don't need to. And I think you're right kind of comparing the whole Samsung iPhone thing. If you're an AMD guy, you're going to buy AMD.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a Samsung guy, you're going to buy the Samsung phone. Like, even if it is marginally worse, if that's your brand, you're going to get it. Like, very rarely do tech guys just say, that one's better, but I'll get that one.
That's what we did.
Correct. You and I are not like the folks at home.
Yes, you're right. I'm going to high horse a bit and say we're a little
100% I'm going to high horse
above consumer.
I have a podcast about this, so I'm better than you. Just remember that, everyone at home. But no, if you're an AMD guy, you're going to buy AMD. That's how it is. The motherboards are supported across generations, usually. Same with Intel. If you have an Intel motherboard, usually it supports other generations.
This is AMD's i9 jump. So this is next gen motherboard for them.
12th gen jump, not i9. But yes, I understand.
Yes.
Yes, this is going to be their new socket. You're going to need a new board.
Yeah, it's AM4.
5?
Something like Yeah,
whatever the fuck
it is. Their next gen.
Yes, which is fine. But
so are they behind the ball on Intel, though, being that Intel already made that jump? Or was it better for the consumers? Just, it feels like to me, I don't know the dates on it. It feels like we've waited longer for the AMD jump.
I feel like we do.
Like, I've been running a 12th gen for almost a year
6
now.
6 months, yeah. I feel like we are always waiting on AMD. Like, always. They're always second to come out, but they always say, 10% better.
But that's what I mean. This comes out
15%
better, and then 2 months down the road, they're going to get beat out. It's the same thing with their graphic cards.
100% it is.
Or actually, I think on the 3090 series, they didn't really even compete. They came out after, and it's like kind of on par.
The 6950 XT was the competitor to the 3090.
And then the 3090 Ti blew it out of the water.
Yeah, slaughtered. I don't know, man. If you're AMD, you're AMD. It's red and green.
Okay, you've done both recently.
Yeah.
From a non-biased opinion, like, what do you like more?
There's pros and cons to both that I've noticed. Obviously, your pros with NVIDIA are going to be your DLSS. Like that. Yeah. That's number one. You get an NVIDIA graphics card, you get DLSS. It makes hard games run very smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
Props. It also does it at 91 degrees Celsius.
Yep.
I found, because I had the 6900 XT before the 3080 Ti.
Yep.
I found the AMD card with one less fan ran a lot cooler.
Okay.
I might have been 8 to 10 frames less.
Yep.
But I was like 79 to 82C, not 89 to 92C. Like 10 degrees is a lot for a fucking graphics card.
Yeah.
So,
especially under load for, like, honestly, like 6 hours. Like,
yeah, and I was streaming. Like, we had new games coming out. We had Cyberpunk got released. That was a massive graphics card killer.
Mm-hmm.
We had that. We had Battlefield 2042 that was supposed to be awesome. Like, we had a lot of stuff that was going to be great.
Yes.
Whether or not it was, whatever. We've talked about it all. Looking back at it now, if I was to build one scratch, I would pick NVIDIA, but I don't know what brand I would go with now that EVGA has dumped them.
I was coming to that after.
Yeah. So I would still go with NVIDIA. If you're going to just kind of buy a PC that you want to run everything,
okay,
get an NVIDIA card.
So what are you on processors? I know we haven't built like that. We've both built other people.
Yeah.
Do you have the same opinion, or are you just kind of Intel through on it?
I'm kind of Intel through, and that's strictly on a software thing. We talked about it probably fucking 18 months ago, maybe. AMD processors do not support some softwares. That's just how they're made. For whatever fucking reason,
yeah,
they do not support some softwares, and I will preach Intel for that no matter what. If you are a hardcore, I'm going to overclock the fuck out of everything, my computer's going to last me 4 months before it burns to the ground, buy AMD. It's going to get you a better boost clock. You're going to run faster. You got more cores. You got more shit going on. However, the regular guy doesn't need that.
See, and I kind of agree, kind of don't. I think you can push an Intel pretty much just as hard because the thing with Intel, you have to watch your batches. Mm-hmm. Like, you can pre-test, and if you get those ones, you can push it. My big thing is I was always say that AMD is better for your multi-threads.
Yeah.
Like, the more cores, all that, at the same price range. I swear to God, if you are just an editor, like, if you live to draw and edit,
get an AMD
and do that kind of shit all day long, do it.
Yeah.
But you'd be hard pressed to argue with me that it's gonna flat out just be a better gaming rig. It doesn't work that way.
No, and most people that are like, I should build a computer, whether or not there is a difference, they're not gonna fucking notice it. And
yes, I agree. And at the same time, AMD is there for people that are tighter on budgets at a consumer gaming level.
Yes.
We both built like prosumer PCs, but if you're a step behind that and you need to keep your budget in mind,
go AMD.
AMD helps you. The lack of graphic support like that, they are a little cheaper, and arguably you get the same performance at that.
Yeah, and like you said, especially if you are a consumer.
Yeah.
If you just want a computer to scroll Reddit and play Call of Duty, fucking buy AMD.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
I agree with that. But again, coming back to it, I too am Intel fan.
Yeah, me too.
And
I'm guilty.
To counter this argument of this power consumption, I don't mind.
No, whatever. Worst comes to worst, it's going to heat my back room, and I don't have to turn the furnace on for a month.
That's kind of the same thing. It keeps my feet warm, and I'm not like some people are in different boats, and I'm not gonna preach anything about it. $20 a month or whatever on my power bill for my PC is a cost that I'll pay all day long.
Oh yeah, 100%. And really, if you get even a gold rated power supply,
Yeah,
it's not $20.
we'll review this when I switch to buying my 40 series and my 12 Gen i9, and I'm like
Yeah, well,
noticeably cooking myself. Then I'll
you
be
could
like,
probably warm up your truck with that thing at that point.
and because that's what I'm gonna say. We did this last time. I waited and I waited. I was the first one to get a fucking 30 series. Months and months later,
Yep.
I told everyone a few months ago I sold it.
Yep.
I'm currently running a 1080,
Yep.
and I'm waiting October 12th to pre-order my 40 series. 4090.
Yeah, okay. Because that has been coming out. They've released all their MSRPs.
Yes.
4090.
1550 US, I think.
No, less than that.
I don't think.
1550 Canadian, I believe.
I know. There's no way. There's no fucking way.
Yeah. It's cheap this year compared to what we paid for scalp prices last year.
Hey, nice. I didn't fuck up our
1600.
1600. That's US, guaranteed.
Okay, fine. So 4090, 4080 16 gig, right?
There's two options.
4080 16 gig and 4080 12 gig, I believe.
Yep.
The 4080 12 gig is just a 4060.
It's cheap. Yeah.
It's a 4060.
Pretty much. It comes out to like $600.
Yeah. Like
So
that
you're
is
still
that's going to be
$1,000.
a terrific card for somebody that's building. It's like, oh, new graphics card.
I disagree though. I miss it. When I started building PCs, which is not that long ago, honestly, like it's 10 years or so,
Yeah, it's a fucking decade.
$2,000 used to build you a prosumer PC. Like a
Yeah,
Titan XP used to cost you like $900.
Yeah. And 10 years ago, what was the most fucking graphics intensive game we played on it? Red Alert, Doom,
Crisis.
Crisis. Okay, fair play. Crisis. Forgettable Crisis. But still, we just spent
A lot.
X amount of dollars on 30 series graphics cards. I'm not sure if the wives are going to watch this episode. We spent X amount of dollars on a 30 series card. The 40 series cards, if they come out with availability at this price point, why not?
Yeah, you don't have to argue it to me. I'm going to pay us whatever they want.
Nice. Love that. Okay.
Okay, so we hit on that. Maybe next time I'll come back with a little bit of technicality for the AMD processor lineup,
Yeah, we'll get some numbers going.
but we've kind of led into that. I'm excited for the 4090 series. They did their press release. They are going to come out with an entire lineup. I don't know if we'll see a 4060 because of the numbers they've done. I
think the 4080 12 gig is so shit already, we won't see a 4060.
Well, they've said they're doing a 4070.
Yes, which will be the equivalent of probably like a 2080.
Something like that. Yeah, TI maybe.
Honestly.
But that's the thing. So the 4090 is coming out. It's 24 gig card, DDR6, GDDR6 graphic memory. It is supposed to 1.6 to 2 times the 3090 Ti.
Nobody will ever need that.
I disagree though.
If you
were an honest 4K gamer, your 30 series could not keep up very well with ray tracing anymore. Like if you're honestly playing on an OLED TV or the proper 49-inch widescreens and stuff in 4K, it was a horror. Like to run, it's not what we're into and it's not your average gaming, but if you're running a pro sim setup, it was so taxing on those cards. You were burning them out faster than fucking mining them.
If you are running a pro sim setup, I don't think you're really concerned about like ray tracing, to be honest. I think a lot of the guys with the full fucking race build don't care if the brake lights reflect off the puddle in front of them.
But I think anyone that's diving into like flight sim is all in that. It's all about the details of your flight, right? It's sun reflections. It's everything off windows, water.
Maybe.
But
if you
it's
built,
outside of our tangent. I know
agree
that.
with you. But if you built a computer strictly to play flight sim, fuck you. Let's move on to the next topic.
I think they advertised the 3090 series again as like our future proof cards,
Yeah.
and they weren't that. Like,
No.
even personally, I could tax my 3080 Ti pretty hard.
I do every day.
But that's what I mean. So that's noticeable. But if this performance legitimately comes out like that, we're not seeing, because we're fully into, what is it, 4th, 5th gen, whatever the next big gen leap of gaming was, like for Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
No one's advertising past that. We're just touching on that, like Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, that's
So I think
still very new.
that's what I mean. I think this is the true hit home niche for the 40 series.
Sure.
And I'm gonna cry when I get my card and have to go buy a 2,000 watt power supply.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at there's more to come.
Yes.
Because we talked about this with Cyberpunk. Oh, there's more to come, and then it was a shit show.
I want your bet here.
Uh-huh. Oh, this is gonna be good.
I can guarantee that October 12th, somewhere, I will get a pre-order in. When do you think I see a card?
You set the over-under, and I'm gonna tell you the over or the under.
No, I want a genuine guess, flat out. Actually, will I have it before or after Christmas?
Oh God, you'll have it way after. No, I was thinking like I was trying to figure out January, February, March. I was thinking like maybe February 20th.
Oh, I'm out of country. Yeah, you're right. That's exactly when I'm
I
going to
think
get
that's
it.
exactly when you'll get it.
Be like, Bailey, go get my graphic card for me and don't fucking open it.
Yeah, you'll be like, hey, Bailey, go get my graphics card. And be like, yeah, sure, I'll plug it in 1 sec.
Yeah.
That'll be the first thing I do. I'll fucking kick your front door in. Hang on, flight sim.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I figured you'd go home and plug it right in.
No, I don't have the power supply for it. Okay. As more shit about the 40 series comes out, we'll be talking about it because there's been some problems with manufacturers and all that shit. So as more details get released on that, we will talk about it next week, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
Let's talk golf.
You lead us off.
Okay. Last week, I don't even know. Like, this is going to be an all-live kind of episode. Last week, I think they had the Chicago Invitational. They were in Chicago. I don't know what the fuck the name of it was. Cam Smith, brand new LIV Tour player, wins it.
Takes the W.
So,
with a $4 million win.
Yeah, $4 million win. I think 2 weeks ago, we kind of, well.
He's having a good year.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, I think he signed. Or maybe it was last week.
No, it was a week and a bit before. Remember, we had our gap there. So.
Right. So I think 2 weeks ago, just after John Rahm signed with LIV.
I'm going to fact check you on that. I don't think he actually did.
I'm pretty sure he did. Let's do it. Yeah, come on. We're close.
Yeah, he actually opted out.
Okay.
So that was my point to come on to this. Someone, because you're right, that was all over.
Yeah, that was all over the news.
Took it and ran with it. He came out like it was late. He was late to the party and that hit our gap and he shut it all down.
Okay, so he is still PGA.
He is.
So right after the John Rahm rumor,
yes,
Cam Smith goes to LIV.
Yep. After his win. Like did he win or place second in the PGA?
Oh, yes, in the Presidents, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He lit it up. Week later, the rumors came out. 3 days later, something he signed.
Yeah, and then first event on LIV, he wins.
Yes.
Did he make the right move?
I think so.
I think so.
Whatever he got guaranteed, and then coming out and winning more in one match than he winning like 3 events.
Why wouldn't you?
Like that one win is like concreted this for him. He's good.
Yeah, that's
in
true.
my opinion.
Yeah, he made more in that event than a lot of PGA tours make in a year.
Yeah, and what was his name? The dude that was doing the interview was like, I've made $10 million in my career.
Oh, Furyk, I think.
Whoever it was, like, I respect that perspective because as us sitting here drinking our booze,
the young kid.
No, he wasn't that young. The tall, skinny dude.
Okay, I think it was Furyk.
I respect that and saying like he's like, well, I've won 10 million. These young guys are bitching. It's like, well, like I've worked for it. I've enjoyed my career. I'm thankful.
Yeah, and you're allowed to be.
That's what I mean. Like, I really, really respect that. But to me, if you're 28 like Bryson and someone's like, we're going to give you 60 million guaranteed to come hit fucking bombs.
Done.
Like, you'd be dumb not to. Like, I respect the Tigers' stance about the league and, like, what it stands for. I don't give a fuck about what Rory says.
Yeah.
Like, that's there. But it's like, you can't shit on these young guys, especially the young guys, for taking these deals. And even actually the old guys. Like, it's come out a lot recently about DJ and Phil, where other tour people are calling them out. They're like, this is their nest egg for them to retire, and they're just going to fuck off. Why not do it then? I don't blame those guys at all.
100%, especially after the bullshit that PGA gave to Phil.
Yeah, and it's different. Like, I bet you Phil's a little more. There were rumors that he squandered his money and was hurting. So it's like, why not take a big payout, fucking kiss someone's feet, and enjoy your ride?
Especially for, what, the 2 to 3 years he's got left? Because he's, 51, 52?
Exactly. He'll play until he can do calf raises. He pulls a calf, he's out.
Yeah. Especially now that they can do shorts on LIV.
Exactly.
Best calves on tour, baby. You brought him up. Bryson had a tough week in Chicago.
I don't know anything about this.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man. He had a really tough week in Chicago. I don't know if it was walking onto or I believe it was walking off of the tee box. He went to go underneath one of the spectator ropes.
Yeah.
You know, you fucking lift it up, you crawl underneath. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but somebody lifted it up a little early, and it hit him. Whack. Straight in the face. And Bryson goes down like he got hit by Tyson.
Really?
Fuck. Oh, fuck. Down on one knee. Takes it to one knee, covers his face. Ah. Damn it. Yeah. There you go. Video shows it. He takes a rope to the face. Yeah, so his caddy grabs it. Caddy lets it go a little early. Oh, bonk right in the face.
Just shot.
Hang on. Wait for it. He'll take it down to a knee.
No.
Oh, yeah, you bet. Down he goes. Oh.
This man needs to play fucking professional soccer.
Yeah, we
Oh
couldn't
my
really
God.
get the mics on him, but there was an expletive there. It was kind of what the fuck? And he's grabbing his face.
Does he need surgery?
He probably should get it. He is softer than baby shit.
What makes you think of doing that?
Like,
You could have ran into that and it wouldn't have fucking hurt.
I'm not sure if that rope is made out of titanium or what, but apparently it's a big fucking deal.
Made out of diamonds. It's the LIV.
Like, a lot of people didn't respect Bryson for leaving PGA at first, right? That's fair. He made a lot of haters on PGA because of the way he plays.
Yep.
He made a lot of haters going to Live because it's Live.
Yep.
And now I think he made a lot more haters by taking a dive from a fucking spectator rope.
Even being a fellow player that's like sitting there watching that is like,
What the fuck do you say to that? Like, even you and me, like, we're a little more than weekend warriors, but you and I are, whatever, we go out a couple times a week, we fucking play golf. If my friend walks into a fucking rope and takes a knee, I'm hitting him with the fucking golf cart.
give you a reason to take a knee.
Like, what are you doing? Get up. We got golf to play.
I agree with that. That's impressive.
That's soft, man. And I'm not sure if you've seen the latest Foreplay episode.
No.
Okay, so the Foreplay boys, not big fans of the LIV anyway. They consistently light them up. They fucking torched Bryson for a good 5 minutes straight.
I honestly don't blame them.
Just, they were milking that one like, holy, they lit him up. And I'm a little surprised Bryson hasn't gone on his little YouTube channel and gave him a little rebuttal because they fucking hammered on him for a good 5 minutes.
That's awesome.
If I can find the clip, I'm going to try and figure out Twitter and post it because Twitter is just so confusing. Jesus, man.
That's why you're on socials.
Yeah, I got Instagram this week and that was it. Twitter's impossible. Yeah.
So that's it for golf, I think.
I think that's it for golf. Did we show that clip while I was narrating it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah.
The only thing, so we're just summing this up though. Cam Smith on fire. I support his move. Fuck yeah, he's doing well.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping he actually takes a lot of the young guys with him just as a fuck you to PGA. Like, I'd love to see Willie Zalatoris move over.
Yeah.
Just because I think that kid deserves money. Like, he's a great golfer, and he has been working hard. I want him to move over just to
Yep.
get a paycheck.
No,
I like
agree
him.
with that.
I'm hoping Cam Smith takes a lot of the young guys, especially right before the trial starts.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's going to cause some shit.
Yeah, that's like stick the knife in, give it a twist.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, I want to move into our finally, I think it's the second ever billion-dollar athlete per sponsor.
third,
Is it third?
I believe. Yeah.
Okay. Steph Curry, he's done it.
Yeah, he's done it.
He has signed an official lifetime contract with Under Armour for over $1 billion.
Do you think he got shares with this deal?
I hope not.
I hope not too, but nothing would surprise me.
I think he has to just because of like IRS.
It's
but
a fucking $1 billion. Who cares?
he's made it so he never. Oh, you're right. It is third. I just remembered who the other one was.
Yeah.
I hope he's done it well enough because that's the thing is like he never has to worry ever again, and hopefully he's set it up better so that his family doesn't have to worry if anything happens in a helicopter ride.
Wow. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Steph Curry signs for $1 billion. Is he worth it as an athlete?
I have no idea. I like everything I know about him as a non-basketball person, viewing him solely as a celebrity.
Yep.
I like everything that he stands for. He's a basketball player. I know he's in golf. I think he deserves it as the stance that I know him as. I know he's a force in the NBA.
Yep.
And because he's the only one I know by name comparable to LeBron. Not that I'm saying he plays the same, like I don't know. But that celebrity status.
Yeah.
So LeBron having that with Nike, I think personally, yes, he deserves that.
Yeah. I agree with that statement. Do you think this is Under Armour playing catch up though? Because
No, because I don't think they had the money to play catch up with to start.
Well, I know that's what I mean. I think they're kind of coming into it late, and due to the LeBron deal, that's kind of why they threw this out. Because
It just must show. I'd be curious to see what the sales are between Steph and The Rock, because The Rock has been Under Armour's little like ultimate thing recently.
Yes.
But to have this come out, he must have been ending his contract, and they're like, they have to nail him down. Like they put a lot into this man.
Yeah, they did. I think it's more of a advertising thing than really. They're not going to make money on this deal. I'll guarantee they don't make money on this deal. I think they're doing it to be like, oh, hey, we got Steph Curry for life.
But that's what I mean. I think that's the value to them. To me, not being a fan, as like a complete outsider to the game, he is one of the top 3 names in the sport, period.
Sure.
Like, no. I'm saying that as like not a fan. It's
Yeah,
like
and that's
someone
why-
talks about
that's why
basketball,
I'm not gonna
you know,
let you up.
LeBron and you know fucking Steph.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not going to let you up. I'll let you have that one. I still think it's Under Armour trying to keep up with the big boys.
I think my third to that list is Shaq.
Holy Christ.
Like outside of Kobe,
We
R.I.P.
might have to watch a game or two this year, bud. I think this is Under Armour playing catch up. Nike did this fucking 4 or 5 years ago with LeBron. They gave him a $1 billion lifetime deal. Jordan obviously owns Jordan. Like it's nothing new for basketball players to get an absorbent amount of money for an advertise or a sponsorship deal.
See, but that's the difference right there.
There you go. Nike's worth 40 bill. Under Armour's worth just over 5 bill.
I think that you can't call it playing catch up when they don't have that capital to play with.
No, I know, but I think they're trying to by making this deal.
I agree, but you don't have the pedigree.
Exactly, which is why they're doing it.
You just telling me you
I
gave
think
away a
we're-
fifth of your value in a contract.
Yeah. Because they're hoping, Steph's got maybe 10 years left. Like 10
Oh,
years
he does have that long?
If he makes 10 years, he'll be old as fuck playing.
Okay.
So if they get 10 years out of him, I'd be very surprised. I think you were right. We were talking about it the other day. I could really see Steph moving more into the golf scene once he hits retirement.
See, and I wanted to say that. I think that's part of their lifetime thing. They're seeing the effect that he's having on golf right now, especially, we've talked about this over our last 20 episodes. Like, COVID was golf's lifeline.
Mm-hmm.
It has given it such a voice, and now we've got this whole drama shit going on. It's hitting like everyone's little fucking degree to take interest somewhere.
Yeah.
And with that, it's safe to say, you said it like a week ago, I guarantee we see a Steph golf line.
Yeah, and I could totally see that. I think there's a big difference here between the Under Armour Steph and the Nike LeBron is LeBron is always going to be in basketball somehow.
Yeah.
Once he hits retirement, I could.
Is he going to coach?
I couldn't really see him coaching. He does have the mind for it, and he may want to coach his boys.
Yeah.
And that's totally fair. I could absolutely see him moving into an ownership role. He already owns part of Man United, I believe.
Okay.
So he's nothing new to owning sports teams or being an investor. Like, he is a businessman through and through.
Yeah.
I think with Steph and this contract, they are looking at him as a celebrity for life. They're not looking at him as a partner. They're not looking at him as an investor.
See, and I think I agree because of the value of the name and stuff like that. But is it going to work like that just because, like, again, I only know Steph as a celebrity, and I compare him a lot to LeBron, and his celebrity presence is nothing of the same caliber.
No, it's not. And that's why it kind of concerns me that Under Armour is just giving him $1 billion.
Yeah, however that plays out. But yes.
Yes, he is a top whatever basketball player in the world right now.
Yeah.
He's incredible. Great player, phenomenal. Are they going to have value out of him in 20 years? Because you're going to have that from LeBron. At 60 years old, LeBron's going to be worth money in basketball.
Yep.
I don't know if Steph is.
I guess it's just their risk.
Right?
Right.
And I don't think Under Armour should be taking, like you said,